Hello viewers, in today's lesson I'll take you through how we could utilize public key authentication to log into multiple Linux systems from a central management node. So in this instance we have a management system called management here at the top, and from there we log into these other servers at the bottom. So there's a couple of web servers and a database server. So to start with, what we need is to generate a public key pair in our management node. So we'll just hit enter without providing any passphrase. So we just created this public key, which we'll have to copy across to these other nodes. So let us do that. I've got the admin user set up on these systems. I'm just copying that key across. I did have a key saved there previously, which I'm just removing. The detailed step on how to create this admin user and the relevant folders and files, I'll put that in the description for you guys, those who are interested. And by the way, this is a beginner level, Linux tutorial. So again, I'll dump this key, and once we've done that, now this gives us the capability to run a distributed for loop on the management node and check remotely from the management node. We can check various things on these other nodes. So for example, in this for loop, what we'll do is we'll SSH to the 3 servers at the bottom. We'll check the host name, print the date, and also check their IP information. So initially you'll get a prompt. Because we've added a new key, you'll get a prompt to accept the new key. I'll just clear the screen, run that again. So here you see it prints the server names here, web server 1, web server 2, and database, and also printing the IP address information. There's a couple of other examples I'll take you through. For example, if you want to check whether a particular service is running or not, from this management node, we want to check whether cron is running or not on these web servers and the database server. So you see that it's saying it's loaded, it's active. So to filter that information further, what we could do is in here we could egrep active and loaded. We'll just filter the active and loaded lines. So here now you see that cron service, it is loaded and it's active on all 3 systems. So web server 1, web server 2, and our database server. In another example, I'll take you through another scenario where this could become handy. Say we want to check a particular system or a kernel parameter on these 3 servers we have at the bottom. So in this example, what we'll do is we would log into each one of these servers and dump the kernel information in a file called kernel settings. So we'll do that for each one of the servers. Then let's validate whether that kernel settings file has been created or not on the system. So you see on the 3 servers, we do have the file now called kernel_settings. So now if we were to check a particular parameter on that file we just dumped, this is for all the 3 servers we want to do it on. So we could do something like this. So in this instance, we're just checking a value on the file that we've just created earlier. So in this output, you see that the bootloader version is version 2 on all the 3 servers. So hopefully this would become handy for you guys. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put it under the description. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you.